Hello everyone, welcome into Joe Alliette Stadium here in Ruston, Louisiana as the Florida Gators travel to take on La Tech today. This right here should be a pretty easy matchup for the Gators. We don't expect to lose it. This game was not meant to initially be played on the road, however, I put Penn State on the schedule and changed my mind and then forgot to switch it to a home game. So we're going to play La Tech again and it'll be a home series and maybe we'll play them twice and do like a 2-for-1 type deal as Kimber takes that return for 15 yards. That wasn't a good one. We take over at 21-yard line. Montrell Johnson gets the carry and he takes that for 7 yards. He is solid and pretty good for 5, 6, 7 yards per carry. He just doesn't hit the long runs and I really want to see that improve as this season goes along. He gets another carry here and gets us the first down on a 3-yard pickup. We're in the pistol on this fresh set of downs and Johnson once again only gets 2. He gets hit pretty quick. I think this is a great game to try to tune up our running attack in and improve that, and hopefully we can see some progress made. We're not very explosive this year. I've mentioned it before and I'm trying to find a way to make us more explosive on the ground this season as Johnson gets that catch and gets us a first down. I'm happy to see him contributing in the passing game as ETN checks into the game and Garola pulls it on that read option and ends up picking up 8 on that one as we come out in the pistol formation on second down and go to Montrell Johnson once again, and that's another first down. He picks up 9 on that play and we finally look to pass it on first down and we check it down to tight end Noah Keeter, who breaks that first tackle and ends up picking up 7, getting us down inside of the 35-yard line. On second down, we're again gonna pass it, and I don't know what Garola was doing there. He wasn't even close on that throw, so it's 3rd and 3, and we come out with 5 wide, and Garola misses a wide open Emmanuel Henderson. That could have been an easy first down. So now we're gonna have to settle for a field goal that is up and missed wide right. That was a 50-yard field goal if I remember correctly. We never should have missed that. He had enough leg. We just couldn't get it inside of the uprights. So La Tech gets the ball, and quarterback Walker Howard immediately hit a nice deep pass, getting them past midfield. He's a transfer from LSU. You might have heard of him in real life. He transferred to Ole Miss, but for some reason in this, he chose La Tech, and look at that throw. He hits another dime down the left sideline for 41 yards to wide receiver Julian Lewis. They are now with a 1st and goal, and then they get in on the next play. La Tech just moved down the field with ease against the Florida Gators, giving themselves a 7-0 lead, and an advantage that I don't think anybody's seen coming as the Gators take back over. Montrell Johnson gets another carry, but he's stuffed up. I don't know what happened on that carry. He should have cut it inside. So on second down, they go to Harrison Wallace the 3rd, and that's a 3-yard pickup on the quick screen out there. So now it's 3rd and 5 for Garola, and he is able to hit Xavier Henderson for 6 yards and a Gator first down. Now the Gators need to keep moving on this drive. They cannot afford to stay behind La Tech. That'll hurt their ranking big time as Montrell Johnson takes that carry for 7 yards, which is pretty typical for him. That's about as explosive as he gets, between 7 and 10 yards. On second down, though, we fire it out there to Xavier Henderson for 9 yards. Garola's making pretty good decisions with the ball so far. You got to give him credit for that. However, that throw to Harrison Wallace III was pretty risky. Luckily for us, they just swatted it down. That brings up a 2nd and 10 for Garola, and he's moving out to the left and throwing to the sideline. Malik Mega with the great catch on the sideline and a 16-yard pickup as we go to Montrell Johnson here on first down, and he picks up 3, bringing up a 2nd and 7 for us. We're in the gun, and we're going to throw it here as Garola ran some play action and throws it out there to Harrison Wallace III. That's a beautiful catch on the sideline and a 10-yard pickup. So we go to the end zone on the next play, and that's swatted down as Harrison Wallace III was covered well on that play. So Montrell Johnson gets a carry, and that's a short pickup, bringing up a 3rd and goal from about the 7. But the first quarter's come to an end here in Ruston, Louisiana, with your number 21 Florida Gators on upset alert, trailing the 2-2 La Tech Bulldogs 7-0. So we're going to open up the second quarter. We are about to score, so hopefully we can get into the end zone, but that one's incomplete. So we are forced to settle for a 25-yard field goal that is up and good, closing the gap in this one, making the score 7-3 as the Bulldogs take back over. Crosby only gets 1 on first down, bringing up a 2nd and 9. They have 2 backs in the backfield, but they are throwing it, and that is luckily incomplete. Walker Howard looks like he just threw it away. So now the Bulldogs are backed up with a 3rd and 9, and down goes Walker Howard. That's Jalen Kimber on the sack. This defense stepped up, setting up a 4th and 17 that La Tech's gonna punt the ball away to Jalen Kimber, and Kimber's on the return here, and look at this nice little spin move. We're past midfield. That's a 12-yard return, and we're down to the 44-yard line. We should be able to take the lead in this one. Now Garola's under center with 5 wide, and he hits Xavier Henderson quick on a screen, and he breaks that tackle. He should have just went down. That ends up being for no gain. So on second down, we pull it on the read option with Garola, and he gets hit in the backfield. Number 44 made a great read on that play, came down and tackled him. So now it's 3rd and 10, and we take a shot to the end zone. Harrison Wallace III had a step However, that one ends up getting broken up by Cedric Woods, so we go for it on this 4th and 10. And of course, we're going to pass it as Garola throws it, and Archangel picks it off. That is a terrible decision right there by Jack Garola. Now La Tech has a wonderful return down to about the 30-yard line as he's still breaking tackles and gets down to the 26-yard line, where La Tech's going to take over now in excellent field position, and Howard goes towards the end zone. That should have been picked off by Jordan Young, our top corner, but he couldn't hold on to it. So on 2nd down, they go to Crosby, who stiff arms a man, and Kimber gets him from behind, so he only picks up 3. So it's now a big 3rd and 7 for La Tech, and they are throwing to the sideline, and that one's incomplete. So now they're going to be forced to settle for a field goal attempt or go for it, and they do choose the field goal. That is up and no good. That hits the upright. La Tech won't get any points off of that turnover. Thankfully, Garola's INT goes without punishment. I don't know what happened. I guess he got hit, but that throw was terrible on 1st down, so we decide to run it to ETN on 2nd down, and somebody comes completely unblocked off of the edge, so it's now a big 3rd and 9 for the Gators. Their offense has been stifled, and they just check it down to ETN, and he loses 2. This drive was a disaster. I don't know what Coach KJ is doing. From the booth, though, I don't like his game plan today against La Tech. I understand they needed to run it more, but it does not appear to be working at all, so let's get this air going, and let's start throwing the ball a little bit, as La Tech gets another 1st down on a Marquise Crosby run. So Walker Howard's going to pull it on the triple option, and luckily he didn't get that pitch away, because his man would have had the edge. So it's a 2nd and 12, and they do a QB power draw there. Walker Howard ends up picking up 5, bringing this 3rd down back to a 3rd and 7 for the Bulldogs as he's standing in the pocket. Where's the pressure at? There it is. Tyreek Sapp gets to him and takes him down. Gators are going to take back over. ETN remains in the game, and we decide to run some play action off of him and find Emmanuel Henderson wide open as he cuts back to the middle and gets us to midfield on a 20-yard pickup. That's a beautiful play by Emmanuel Henderson. Garola standing in the pocket, and he's going to take another deep shot, but that one didn't work. Harrison Walls III was well covered on that play, bringing up a 2nd and 10 for the Gators. Garola again looking to pass, but this time he goes down. That's a sack. Our left tackle, Waits, could not hold on to his block, so it's now a 3rd and 19, and our right tackle completely whiffs on his block. I don't know what's going on there. That's just ugly. Bringing up a 4th and 19, and we are going to punt it back to La Tech. Thornton's on the return here, and look at this nice little move, and he gets out to the 40. He is out to the 50-yard line before we get him down. La Tech special teams did a great job on that play. Our Gators special teams needs to improve, and they hit Kyle Maxwell for a 15-yard pickup. This Gators defense needs to step up and get a stop as Howard's looking to pass it here on this 1st down play, and he gets hit just as he releases it. It looks like he was about to go to the end zone. So it's 2nd down, and they hand it to Crosby, who has a crease up the middle and almost gets the 1st down, setting up a 3rd and inches for the Bulldogs. They come out in the gun, and they motion their tight end out to the left, and then they bring him back in. Howard's going to throw it. I'd have run it on this, and he finds his tight end Rucker open, who drops it, thankfully, but they decide to go for it. I don't blame them, and they run a draw. Terrible decision right there. We stuff Marquise Crosby. That's Jalen Kimber making the play. The Bulldogs end up getting no points, and the Gators don't do anything when they get the ball back, so it's 7-3 at halftime. Florida has played like trash today. Let's just be honest. This is an absolutely embarrassing effort from your Gators. Coach KJ needs to get this figured out in the 2nd half. The number 21 team in the nation cannot go down to La Tech. I understand their overall was closer than we thought it would be when we looked at their preview at the end of last episode, but I still think we're the better team, and there's no way that this game should be this close. We lead time of possession, but we can't do anything with it. Our offense needs to improve. Our defense has done everything right. I mean, the score's 7-3 and we're losing, so this is bad. Now let's take a look at some recruiting news from this week. JL Atwell, one of our targets at halfback, who's an 80 overall and a +4, has committed. He chose either Florida, Miami, or Auburn. He's not a fastback, but he's kind of elusive. Next up's Michael Van Dyke. He's a 4-star number 12 guard in the nation out of Georgia. He's a 71 overall and a +1. He is committed to either Florida, Florida State, or Texas A&M. Next up's MJ Bell Jr. He's 5'10", 218. He's a punter. He's only a 2-star. He's number 24 punter in the nation, but he is a +26 overall and an 86 rated player. Next up, Zach Hoydrus, and he is a 3-star number 61 corner out of Florida. He's narrowed his choices down to Florida, Auburn, and Miami. He's a pretty good player. He's a +5 and a 74 overall. Florida's going to open this half by kicking the ball off to La Tech. They're going to need to stop him on this drive and get the lead in this one. They cannot afford to be upset by the Bulldogs. But La Tech has the ball. Let's see what they can do. Thornton gets it on a quick pass out there, and he has the edge, and he takes it all the way out to the 45-yard line. Come on, Florida. That's just unacceptable. Howard is going to run the speed option on this, and he gets the pitch to Crosby, who goes down for a 1-yard loss. What a great play from our safety there. Howard running some play action on second down. He's moving around in the pocket, and then he finds a wide open Julian Lewis, and he is down to the 35-yard line. That's a 23-yard pickup for the Bulldogs. Howard's going to hand it to Crosby on second down on the halfback draw, and that one goes nowhere. That's a 1-yard loss. Derek Wingo on the tackle there. Crosby again getting the carry, and he fights ahead this time for 6 yards before Wingo gets him down, bringing up a 3rd and 5 that they are going to run a screen to Thornton on, and the Gators don't get out there. Thornton gets the first down, and he takes it down to the 21-yard line for the Bulldogs. Howard's in the gun on this one. He's going to pull it on the read option, and he is going to get the first down and more, setting up a 1st and goal from about the 6.5-yard line, I would say. So they send their tight end in motion, and Walker Howard's looking to pass it. He decides to change his mind and tuck and run up the middle, and that's a 4-yard pickup, getting him down to about the 3-yard line. Gators really need a stop on this drive. They need to hold him to 3. That's best case scenario, but in goes Crosby. That's a touchdown for the Bulldogs. They extend their lead up to 14-3. The Gators now need to start worrying as we're about halfway through the 3rd quarter, and we haven't done anything at all today. Montrell Johnson gets the carry here, and that's a 5-yard pickup to start off our next drive. Barola's looking to pass this one. He's standing in the pocket, and he finds Henderson wide open, who steps back and gets across midfield. What a play by Xavier Henderson. That's a 35-yard pickup for the Gators. What a huge play. We needed that one as we go to Montrell Johnson on next play, and he's gonna fight ahead and pick up 6 yards. That's a solid carry. He's just a good old bowling ball out there. On the 2nd down, Johnson gets blown up though, and he loses 4 yards right there. So it's now 3rd and 8, and this complicates matters a little bit as we throw it across the middle, and that should have been picked off by number 44. We got lucky on that one, so we decide it's time to go for it, and we're gonna throw it, of course. Garola though tucks and runs, and he gets the first down and slides down. What a huge play for the Gators. Albert's happy about that one. I don't blame him. We needed that to even stay in this game against La Tech, as sad as that is. And Garola's going out to the left, and he finds David Hester open for a 10-yard pickup. That's a solid play right there. So it's 2nd and inches, they call it, and we find tight end Noah Keeter on the next play for 6 yards, bringing up a 1st and goal. So we're in prime position now to hopefully get a touchdown on this drive, but Garola gets blown up for 3 yards on 1st down. So it's now 2nd and goal, and we're about at the 10 or 11-yard line, and he just finds Malik Mega for only 3. So this is going to be a tough 3rd and goal for the Gators. Garola's dropping back to pass, though, as expected, and he's going to scramble out to the left. He might have a guy open, but he misses him. And then down goes Jack Garola. This is a bad situation to be in, and we settle for the field goal because of the injury on that play. It is 14-6. La Tech has the lead late in this one. Gators are definitely starting to get nervous now as Crosby gets the carry and picks up 9 before Big Desmond Watson can get him down. So on 2nd down, they go straight back to Crosby, and that's a 1st down with a nice stiff arm for 3 yards. So with a fresh set of downs, let's see what the Bulldogs can do. Howard back to pass, just barely gets that one off before he goes down. So it's 2nd down and 10 for Howard, who's again actually looking to pass. They're at their best when they try to run the ball, and down goes Walker Howard. That's Tyreek Sapp with his 2nd sack of the game. What a huge day from him. Crosby gets the draw carry on 3rd and 17, and that does not work out, bringing up a 4th and 7. So the Gators will get the ball back. However, that won't be until the beginning of the 4th quarter. They are down by 8 right now, and they need another touchdown and a 2-point conversion to even tie this game up. I'll tell you what, La Tech came to play today, and they've done a great job as we open up the 4th quarter with Kyle Engel at quarterback due to the injury to Jack Garola, and he will not return in this one. So it is Engel's game the rest of the way. We'll have to see what he's made of. He's a senior. He's our backup. We've seen him play a little bit this season. He's not nearly as mobile as Garola, but we'll see what he's made up. He got a 1st down on that play to Harrison Wallace the 3rd. We go to Montrell Johnson on the next play, and he runs over a guy and picks up 7 yards. That's a solid carry. We're happy about that. And then he gets another 1st down, and he's approaching midfield for us with an 8-yard pickup. We're feeling a little bit better right now as we're moving the ball, so everything's going well as Malik Mega gets another 1st down for us across across midfield and down to the 38-yard line. That was a big play for the Gators. Kyle Engel stepped in and he has played well, and there goes Mega again down the middle for another 15-yard pickup on a crossing route. We have a first down just outside of the red zone as Engel completes another pass to Harrison Wallace the third. That's a first down, probably at about the 11-yard line, so we can get a first down inside of the one as Engel throws it, and that's swatted down in front of Xavier Henderson. Number 15 made a good play on that. So Engel pulls it on the read option, and he ran over a guy. It wasn't pretty, but he picked up 6, giving us a 3rd and 4, which is a good situation to be in. Trevor Etienne checks into the game, and Engel pulls it on a read option. This time it doesn't work. He only picks up 1. So we decide it's time to go for it, and Engel throws it to the end zone, and we had a man wide open. David Hester was not covered at all, and Kyle Engel just completely missed him. Are you kidding me? That is got to be the worst throw I've ever seen. Come on, Kyle Engel, you gotta make that play for us. So this comeback just became a whole lot more difficult as Crosby gets a carry here. He breaks not 1, not 2, but almost 3 tackles and picks up 4. So it's a 3rd and 6. We need this stop right here. Howard's looking to pass, and he finds Lewis wide open for an 8-yard pickup. That is not a good thing for the Gators. That allows them to keep draining the clock and keeps us in a situation where we have to hold our breath a little bit here as Howard looking to throw on 2nd down, throws that one away luckily, so it's a 3rd and 10 for La Tech. The Gators need this stop. There's no way they can allow him to convert it. As Howard checks it down underneath to Crosby, now's our chance, and they give him the first down. That has got to be the worst call ever. I even thought about challenging it, but they said there was nothing I could challenge. And La Tech gets another first down on next play, so Howard is doing everything right, and the clock's going to start being drained by La Tech now. It's 2nd and 3 now. They are down to 2 minutes left in this one. Howard looking to pass, converts it. That is the worst case scenario for the Gators. Now we have to start using our timeouts, and we cannot allow another first down in this game as Crosby gets a carry, and down he goes. That's Kamari Wilson with the big play, bringing up a 2nd and 7 for us. They go to Thornton, who checks into the game, and he will not get the first down there either. So it's 3rd and 3, and this is a big 3rd and 3 right here. La Tech spreads us out, and Howard is looking to pass. We send a blitz, and we hit him and take him down. That's going to keep us in this game. That is our only chance at staying in this one, as La Tech's going to punt it away, and we're going to get the ball back with a minute 58 left in this one, right at the 20-yard line. Kyle Engel has a chance to be our hero as he finds Malik Mega for a 9-yard pickup on first down. So on 2nd down, we are again going to have to look to pass. Engel standing in the pocket, and what was that throw, man? We had a guy wide open underneath, and he overthrew him by about 10 yards. That was terrible. And then on 3rd down, he misfires again to Xavier Henderson. So we have to convert this, stay in it, and we do get it with Montrell Johnson. So that was a 5-yard pickup, giving us a fresh set of downs. Hopefully Kyle Engel can get his passing under control as he fires it deep, and Henderson didn't have a step on that one. That wasn't really a great decision right there. So that's going to bring up a 2nd and 10 for us. And Engel again is going to pass as you'd expect. And he throws it towards the sideline, but that was incomplete. I don't know what he's doing, man. He just doesn't appear to be too accurate. So it's 3rd and 10, and we're going out of empty. He checks it down to Harrison Wallace the 3rd. That's a solid pickup of 8 yards. That makes 4th down manageable as Engel again's looking to pass. We had triangle wide open, and he didn't even throw it to him. Come on, Kyle Engel. That's the game right there. We just lost this one. All La Tech has to do is knee it out. Your number 21 Florida Gators just went down to Louisiana Tech. Coach KJ is going to have to answer for this defeat. This is simply unacceptable. I understand it's year 1 though, and we're still building, but it would have been okay if we'd have lost to an SEC team, but to lose to the team that dropped all the way down to independent status is pretty unfortunate. Remember, this is a conference relegation dynasty, so La Tech actually dropped to independence, which is considered the worst thing to be in. That's the lowest level. There's only one team, and it's La Tech. So this was a pretty embarrassing defeat. We couldn't run the ball at all. We just didn't have any ground game, and we really wanted to try to run it in this one and build on our ground game. I guess maybe I held on to it a little too long, trying to get it going and prove that we can get explosive plays and try some new plays. I probably screwed this one up a little bit, and once I realized it was going to be a tougher fight than I expected, I should have done a better job of adjusting. You know, that's going to happen sometimes. I'm not happy about it. This is a big defeat, and I'm pretty embarrassed that when we finally get ranked, La Tech's the one that knocked us off. Man, that's just not good. Why couldn't it be next week against LSU or something like that? I never expected to lose this game, so it's just embarrassing that we did. What a bad performance. And then we also lost our quarterback in this one. Jack Garola's hurt, so he's not going to play next week against LSU. It's a 2-week injury, so that means he is out this week, and next week is basically what it'll mean. And then after that, it's up in the air. He may become doubtful, and he could be out for a few more weeks, so we'll have to deal with that. Next up's the Heisman standings. Connor Wegman is at the top, followed by Will Rogers, Donovan Edwards, Hunter Deckard, and Christian Villuex. We've seen a lot of movement in the Heisman standings this year. Nobody's really held the top for a while except for Wegman. Now we're going to take a look at top 25. Georgia remains number 1, followed by Penn State, Ohio State, Oregon, Miami, USC, Alabama, Notre Dame, Texas A&M, and Utah. It's been kind of a volatile year. There's been some upsets and a lot of teams moving up and down. Pittsburgh's the latest. They went from 9-17 with their first defeat to Boston College this year. And as you can see, we are no longer ranked in top 25. I fully expected that. We're not even getting votes anymore. We don't deserve them, honestly. That was a bad upset right there. So we're going to have to fight to get back into top 25 and hopefully improve our season and turn it around. Next up on the list is LSU, and we have to do it with our backup quarterback. LSU's ranked better than us. They are a better team than us, on paper anyway. However, on the field, we've been playing better this season, so this game's a bit of a toss-up. We'll have to see what happens, especially with our backup quarterback being out there. It puts us in a tough spot, and LSU's better than us, but they're not playing as well as us. I don't know. It's a tough situation. We'll have to see what happens, and luckily we're playing at the Swamp, so we can rebound at home, and we're not staying out in Louisiana, because that might be a nightmare scenario. So I just want to thank everybody for watching. This is LDJ11. Please like and subscribe. Have a great day. I'll see you soon, and I'm out.
And sometimes you just gotta believe there's something that'll give you relief. There's something that'll have what you need, what you need. We're broken, it's tragic, we're not all elastic, but maybe there's magic